Hi everyone, Melissa here, CloudMom. Thanks for joining me from my bathroom. So surprise, surprise, the U.S. ranks last in the Save the Children breastfeeding scorecard. The only economically advanced country where employers are not required to pay for maternity leave. Don't even get me started on paternity leave. We all remember this article from 2 years ago talking about fathers in Sweden running around with the baby Bjorn and the latte in the hand, some of them on skis for a few months, bonding with the baby. Okay, not the situation here in the U.S. What is this ranking really saying? And there's an interesting blog about this actually also in the New York Times. Very interesting. Brings it down to a very simple point. In the U.S., mothers have to choose between two things. This, lactating and breastfeeding their infants, and this, getting out there and bringing home the bacon. It's really, really, really tough for almost all moms once they go back to work to continue to breastfeed their babies. So they're not getting paid maternity leave. They have to go back to work quite soon. And once they're there, breastfeeding is darn hard. Now, I actually did this for 2 babies. I went back to the big office and I actually had maternity leave. I was very lucky and my company was relatively generous and they gave me some long leaves, paid and unpaid. But I will never forget that feeling of being back in the office and battling this out every day, trying to figure out how to get my job done, how to appear the eager beaver, how to try to get promoted, which didn't happen, by the way, and how to nurse my baby. I remember trying to figure out how to get those bottles down the corridor into the little refrigerator kitchenette. You're all set, you got your pump on, you got your water, you're ready to go, and that meeting, which was supposed to be a conference call, is now an in-person meeting, and you're like, no! Then everybody wants to go out to lunch afterwards, and you're like, no! Just let me go in my office and nurse. It's so difficult. The timing, nursing the baby in the morning, running home at night. Oh, you got to stay late. Miss that feeding from the breast. So hard. So not only are women in this country not allowed to stay home and nurse their babies at home, once they get back to work, very, very hard for them to nurse. We all need to do better, I think, when it comes to this. Very, very important for moms to be able to bond in this way with their babies. So anyway, thanks so much for joining CloudMom and look forward to seeing you next time.